are you? Assalamu alaikum. Popote unatutazama from. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Churchill Show, My Story. And we're glad you could join us today. Asante sana also for your feedback and comments. That's exactly what keeps us moving. And thank you also for joining us on all our social media pages and platforms. They say form is temporary, but class is permanent. Now, this week on Churchill Show, My Journey, My Story edition, we feature a story of an amazingly talented lady who stuck in the industry for over 27 years. And every year looks like ndio ameanza. You've requested for her, and she's here today. This is the amazing story of Masika. Na siwezi jizuia. Come along with me. We are right here with angelically talented gospel artist Masika. Pahali kwake pazuri sana, very, 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 very cold. Huku ni Kibiko Ngong. Masi, see? Yeah. How do you survive?
How do you survive?
Huku na hii baridi.
Unajua niligrow up Ukambani.
Yes.
Na Ukambani kuna jua. Sasa niligrow up nikitamani baridi.
Hakuna jua. Kuna jua.
Kuna jua. Sasa jua kila siku jua. Sasa leo nikaona nikikuwa mkubwa mimi sita. Kwanza nikiwa high school nilikuwa nasema God sitaki kwenda shule, kuna joto.
Yes.
Kwa sababu utakuwa mweusi. Sasa but anyway, ndio maana tulikuja huku.
Wewe huku mnaonaga ni saa 8 right now. Na tunaitisha jiko. Inaletwa by the way. Inakam. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you for
what
coming.
An honor, such a privilege.
I never imagined Churchill would be my house.
Yeah. I'm honored.
Let me tell you, it's such an honor. Yeah.
Asante sana for opening your doors. Masika.
Yes.
Muguro. Actually, you should call yourself Triple M.
Miss
Triple.
It's quadruple M.
Quadruple M.
Masika Muguro.
Okay. From Machakos. From Mayakos. Okay, tuanzie Machakos.
Yes.
How was that? You are bringing.
My upbringing? Thankfully, we started in Nairobi, so I got to speak good English.
Yes.
So pre-unit and class 1 was in Nairobi. My dad was teaching at Nairobi school.
Okay.
And then
Mr. Masika himself.
Yes. Then we went to Masi. Masi, he became principal. We were there. We went to Kamodhadha, Embu. Then Machakos. We were always around Machakos.
Yes.
Yata, Machakos town. You know, yeah.
Your dad was a headmaster.
He was a headmaster.
Principal.
Let me tell you, he did a good job. I met a lot of his students everywhere, and in leadership. A lot of bishops are his students. He had an ability to bring out leaders. And so, it was a good upbringing.
Yes. But tell me about your mom.
My mom and dad were always together. They work together. Hii tape lazima tufanye kitu ingine.
Hapa kuna mshahara moja itakatwa. So still rolling.
Okay, still rolling.
Hivyo ndio mshahara inapungukaga. We okay now?
Yeah, we are good.
Hebu nirudishe. Your mom?
My mom is a powerful speaker too. She's one who used to sing.
Yes.
So Sing and Shine was one of the shows that her song was a theme song.
Alikuwa Sing and Shine.
Yeye ndio alimba hiyo wimbo ya Sing and Shine.
Ile Sing and Shine? Hebu nikukumbushe.
Ilikuwa inaimbwa, I'll sing and shine in Canaan land. I'll sing and shine in Canaan land. Alafu anapiga box guitar.
By the way, kama unajua hiyo wimbo ujue miaka mahali iko sahi. Tunaongea you are 40. 50. Those sing and
that was 80s, late 80s and early 90s.
But they need to bring that show back.
Yeah.
Sing and Shine, and then there was Joy Bringers.
Yes. That is when I grew up and I was able to sing. With Ndiwa,
Yes,
and Matthew's Mwalwa.
Yeah. Matthew's Mwalwa.
Yeah, Matthew's Mwalwa was so cool.
Yeah.
Ndiwa was cool too.
Yeah.
But Mwalwa was, because of Daystar, I guess.
Yes.
So Joy Bringers was amazing. That's where I think a lot of musicians now started to be seen in Kenya. Esther Wahome. I remember we used to go to studio with mom, of course. And then she was so mrembo, tumetoka Ukambani. Anajipaka powder tukolekati. Nini amejipaka? Yeah.
Siku za KBC.
Yeah.
Now I understand ulianza kuimba ukiwa very very young.
Yeah.
You actually recorded when you were very young in primary.
In primary 6. I saw Chico and Brenda. So Brenda was Brenda first.
Chico ule wa South Africa. I need some money.
Mimi sijui ya Chico.
Money.
Najua Brenda.
Okay, Brenda first.
Because she's the one I got to know. So I did not know, you know, ilikuwa ni wakati wa tape.
Yes.
So Brenda they were singing soon and very soon. So I was like, oh my
to
gosh.
See the kid.
And so now I thought they were kids.
Yeah.
Someone told me, ni watoto wanaimba. Nikasema, what?
Yeah.
Ni watoto? Dad, nataka kwenda studio. I remember we were in Kakamega for a mission with my parents.
Yes.
I was in class 5.
Yeah.
And so already I started to sing. So somehow my dad was very supportive. He's those people who will action people.
At what age?
At 10.
At 10?
Yes.
You did your first song?
I did my first at 11 actually is when now we went to studio.
Yes.
Yes.
Ukajiandikia?
Mama alisaidia.
Alikusaidia? Which song? Do you remember it?
Oh, there were many. It was a whole album.
Moja tu, kamoja.
I used to sing English.
Of course.
There is nobody do me like Jesus. Ooh, there is nobody do me like the Lord. There's another one I discovered recently. I came on business for the King. Just that part is enough. I was already prophesying into my future that I came on business for the King.
Do you know from way back you could know you want to be a musician?
I think people know.
People do?
You know what you want from when you're young. Yeah. Because even right now, there are things I've not done, and I'm looking at my childhood, they were the things I was dreaming of.
Really? How come I've never known that? I'm still asking.
What is your purpose?
Yeah, I've just been joking all my life. Life became a joke.
Yeah, so joking is your thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So I stick to that. Nikwe serious about jokes.
No, you're serious about joking.
I need to be serious about jokes. Now he's singing. So did you train the vocals? It's just a gift talent?
I think I remember when I was younger, I used to hear a song. And sometimes, you know, I'd hear people. There was this singer, Celine Dion. My dad used to listen to Sundowner.
Yeah.
I used to say, is it Yosibaya?
It was Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. So
Yes.
I'd hear her sing and go like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Listen to
those
that
notes.
voice. Yes. So I remember I used to catch her literally
Yeah.
trying to get how she sang that, especially in high school.
Yeah.
I remember I had so many keshas.
Yeah.
I'd be trying to do, you know, something she's done in her voice.
Yeah.
And I think...
Like which one?
I don't know if I'm able to now. There's the power of the dream. Na, na, na. Deep within each heart, there lies. And then she would go, hey, huko mwisho.
Shida watu kaa sisi tunatakaka kuimba lakini kunafika mahali kuna challenge kidogo.
I see the way you're looking at heaven, like drop a song.
Najaribu kuvuta hiyo sauti.
Yeah, and so her and other Black Americans too.
Yeah.
So I think that was voice practice.
Voice practice.
Yes.
But yours is natural.
I think it was natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the diction, your English, perfect.
We thank God.
Machakos girl.
Oh, you know that? I went to Modale Girls
Yeah, in Kitui.
first year.
Yes.
It was so bad. I remember taking Puritans to die. You know, when I'm going back to school on second term.
Kwa nini?
Rules. You know, the first day I entered school,
Yeah.
I dragged furniture. I
Yeah.
got a punishment on my first day. So I was cleaning dormitory on my first week in Modale Girls. Okay, I know people who are in Modale know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it was, I hated that prison. No, hakuna chakula ya nje, ni mandazi tu Saturday.
Yeah.
You know,
Na nywele? You shave?
tulikuwa tumenyoa.
Mnanyoa?
Eh.
Mnakaa tu boys?
Imagine. We were looking handsome. And
socks?
Yeah, we were wearing socks.
Za white ama
za
za
white.
zile za wanaume?
White, na blue.
Na blue.
Yeah. So it was really hard for me to survive there. It was hard. So third time I was moved to Machakos Girls.
Yes. California.
Yeah. It's
Kaye.
not called California. So I was like, wow, people are making noise in class. Wow.
Yeah.
As in, and no teacher is coming to tell you kneel down or you're on punishment.
Yeah.
So Machakos Girls was easy and
Yeah.
I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful school.
It is. A lot of people I meet, you know, I met Push Tracy. She's like, I'm from Machakos Girls. I'm like, oh my gosh. A lot of wonderful people.
Yeah.
And you from Momboni.
Yeah, I was from Mbuni. Yeah.
Yeah.
Na hapo ndio tulionana Machakos Girls.
Ulikuja kufanya drama.
Yeah.
Oh my, it's so I always tell people how you came to our high school.
Yeah.
To do, and then the Congo where I'm Swahili was
Kujema.
really awesome. So I was saying that kind of discipline is what has really made Churchill what he is right now. Because to act a whole book
Imagine.
I was so...
Those days I was a
I was
scam,
wow.
worked.
No, you were hardworking. You still are hardworking.
You have to.
Yeah.
Tunaongea story yako.
By
So
the
you
way,
are worship leader.
nilikuwa nikuuliza swali.
You are a worship leader at Machakos Girls.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
I was in leadership throughout.
Yes.
I think leadership for Christian stuff used to follow me a lot. So
Yeah.
I was always in the CU.
Yeah.
Then, of course, I was the CU chairperson.
Yes.
So it was beautiful. It
It
prepared me a
It
lot.
prepared you.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
now you didn't tell us about your brothers, your sisters. Mko ngapi?
I'm the second born. We are 4.
Yes.
You just met my elder sister.
Yes.
She's Edith. She's
Yes.
a missionary in community development also. Jadida is my younger sister. I have a brother, Chris, who is a farmer.
Who's a farmer? Akona dad.
Akona dad.
Now, you need to know something about Mercy's dad. Do you mind sharing that, because we'll have him on one of these shows?
Yeah, he's such a good speaker that I feel sometimes I don't know how to speak the way he speaks.
Yeah.
But 2009, and I think I called you for that concert. We were raising money for Yatta because there was hunger.
Yeah.
And so Dad, having left his job just to serve God, we went to Yatta. People were dying. Our neighbor died, out of hunger. And so from that project,
Hiyo ndio wakati watu wali
ndio project ilianza vizuri.
walikula kaumbwa huko.
Exactly. Na ilikuwa hapo kwetu tu.
Yes.
So if you hear that and you ignore, then you must be you must be an evil person.
Yeah.
So we had to respond. It's called Operation Wall You Out.
Yes.
We don't want help from outside.
Yeah.
My mom usually says how Dad always would talk, we don't want sponsors, anaona pesa imeenda all the time when ako mbele ya sponsors, because we believe the solution for Africa is us, ourselves. It's not people coming from outside to give us a solution. And so that's how it started. And so 1,000 dams, 2,000 dams, and everybody having a dam in their own home and doing agriculture. And that's the beautiful story of seeing people now doing agriculture and a poor community becoming able to, have millionaires.
For real.
Yeah, and the whole world coming to learn also.
It's a village of millionaires.
Yeah, and
For
you're
real.
coming.
Yes, and I'm coming.
Yes.
Dad, we are coming.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And so now you go to Daystar University.
Oh my, yeah, so Daystar, I went
Daystar.
to our Daystar.
Yeah.
I was coming from Shags. I think what I remember the most is coming from Shags, because I was in Yatta for a while. I started a bakery there.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa tu mshamba, nilikuwa naenda kupelekea watu video kwa mashule. As in, nilikuwa tu ushago kabisa. So I go to Daystar, and Daystar is, people look so different.
At the river,
Ati River.
Okay.
Oh, Ati River. Everybody, watu wameshanuka.
Yeah.
Nilishtuka.
From all over.
Yeah, and international
Yes,
students.
yeah.
I really thank God I went to Daystar, because it kind of opened, my mind.
Yeah.
And of course I was singing. I always sang whether I was feeling like I'm shamba or not. I was always in front of people. What I really love about Daystar is being able to create leaders. Everywhere I go now, I see leaders, people of integrity, awesome people from Daystar. So that was really beautiful, because I mean, a lot of people even in media were from Daystar.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Ulimba wimbo gani ukiwa Daystar?
Ile
ilikuwa
That's I remember I used
That
to
one.
Kesha in studio singing that whole album.
Do you mind telling people what that means?
Amukamete,
Yeah.
it means if you're asleep, wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jesus is coming at the end of the day. When you go to burials, and there's a lot of burials that have been happening, you realize that life and death is real.
Yeah.
And Amoko Mate is just telling you, wake up and live your purpose and live for Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel like preaching.
Preach. Okay. We were about to take a break.
Yeah.
Do you mind doing that ka omokomete?
Okay. And will you respond?
I'll try, but sasa shida yangu nikiingia ni kuharibu, lakini I'll try to follow you.
Okay, utajibu.
Okay.
No.
Nipatie fungu.
Amokai, you do amokai.
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 Utanipata hapo.
Amokomete.
Amokai.
Amokomete.
Amokai.
Hapana, amokai.
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 Enda tu. Amokai. Nimebadilisha. Amokai, enda sasa.
Amokomete.
Ngoja kwanza nipate rhythm. Amokai. Ingilia sasa.
Okay.
Amokai.
Hapana.
Nitapoteza hiyo rhythm. Aya, go alafu.
Amokomete.
Amokai.
Amokomete.
Amokai.
Andoa ilobi.
Amokai.
Andoa manzuko.
Amokai.
Andoa kapombe.
Amokai.
Muyambuke mwa.
Amokai.
Bwana Yesu
Amokai.
anarudi. Wakati wa kuokoka ni sasa. Amokomete.
Amokai. Amokai.
Amokomete.
Amokai. Can you sing? We'll be right back after break with that voice of yours.
We'll be right back after the break.
Ooh, yeah. Niachie hapo pa. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. It's happened. We'll be right
Back.
We'll be right
Back.
after the after the break. Yeah. Your hubby is here. Okay, we'll be right back after the break. Mtakufinya. Zima hiyo simu. Wewe jamaa amekuwa star just like that. Okay, welcome back to Churchill Show. My story with my sister with the golden voice, Masika herself. Tumeingia kwa nyumba kwa sababu ile baridi iko huku nje, huku ni gong. Na tuko na chai na maandazi. Asante sana. Hii maandazi naona ni kama inachonga.
Leo imepikwa. Churchill amekuja.
Before ukutane na Mr. Muguro, who eventually became your manager, hebu niambie alafu sasa tukaanza pale ya Mwema. Your career musically.
After campus, in between campus, nilikuwa nishaanza career by the way kitambo. Juu hata primary secondary sikuwa napewa pocket money, nilikuwa nauza CDs. So I was always rich.
Zile za kuzurura.
Shule. Nauzia walimu, nauzia students, ni 100 tu.
Yes.
So I always had money. Campus is when I did amo komete. And then now Milele. So within that time for Milele, that was 2007, 2006.
Milele ni gani?
Nataka kukaa na wewe. So
unajua unaimba, nataka tu uendelee kuimba, hata sijui nakuuliza maswali za nini. Alafu and then
so within that time is when I met David. So before then I used to sing, I used to go to a lot of free places. I was always broke. I remember once a student, there's a school I used to, I think it was called Nyeri Baptist. I used to go there a lot. So I went there, I think the third time. And then a student told me, unavanga hii nguo mara mob, sununue nguo ingine. You know, I used to have a blue ile wakamba ile na shine.
Yes.
So so I was always broke for as long as I remember.
Na unauza CD.
Asi sasa after shule, I think sikuwa na good financial management.
Yes.
Priorities pia zikuwa nguo. But I was always broke because now you have more needs from after school. Tulikuwa nalipwa 1,000 ukienda kuimba, 3,000 hivyo. But I think I was determined in my heart just to sing.
Whether ministry ile to we just want to
whether they pay me or not.
Bless you.
So I think now when David came, there was more clarity on this is the direction I want to take.
Yeah.
I kept telling God, I want someone who will help me go further in terms of my purpose.
Yeah.
And of course I'll help him, but he'll help me.
Yeah.
So so when David came, I think that's when now things became more clear. And I think marriage also gives someone some sense of direction, because a lot of people, you know, even maybe like you had more anyway, just say direction when you get married. Yeah.
Tell me how David came.
David, we met in a wedding. I was singing for the Lord. He was doing camera. Yes. I think he was blessed very much by how I sang. So after the wedding, he came to say, please come and sing on my wedding when I get married. He used to write a daily devotional. And so I gave him my number because he looked serious. Alikuwa anakaa ni mtu anajielewa.
Yes, wanakuaga hivyo. Wanaanzaga hivyo.
Wanaanzanga hivyo. You know, as time was going by, I'm like, who is this? Because you know how you meet people, you give
daily.
Number. Daily.
He'll send you.
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Yes.
Bidii nayo.
Of course, but not he would send to many more people.
Okay.
So for me, it got prophetic. You know how someone sends you messages and you're like, this is exactly what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
So who is this? I couldn't remember him.
Yeah.
So eventually I went to Katoloni to pray for a husband.
Yeah.
Within that time, actually, it was January 2007. I went to pray. Katoloni is a prayer mountain.
Yes.
And prayed and, you know, really, I had a list to God. The following week we meet after my Katoloni prayers and we connected. 1 year later we got married.
Okay, so now this guy who send you devotional notes, yeye alikuja Katoloni?
Hapana.
So him was
Sikuwa
so
namkumbuka pia.
how did he ask you for the first day?
I'm the one who asked.
You asked?
Yes, because I was like, Prophet David, who are you? Because I couldn't remember him.
Okay.
So because he was very accurate in his messages with, what I'm going through. And of course, he has a prophetic gift. So we meet. I mean, I'm like, I want to meet you.
Wapi nipeleke hapo?
Hiyo place sikumbukangi inaitwaje. Ilikuwa hapa hivi town karibu na City Hall.
New Antonio's Green. Hapo ndio kila mtu alikuwa anapeleka.
Are you serious? I think it's the one.
It's the one.
It sounds familiar because that used to be my area. Hapo hiyo City Hall.
Yes. Hapo watu wengi wamepelekwa sana hapo.
Yeah.
So you are the one who bought?
No, he did.
He
was a gentleman.
Yeah. Mtu wa kamera.
And so first day, he was direct. Him now. I want you for me. So nilikuwa nishajua ndo mse in the first day.
The first day?
Yeah, of now meeting properly on a date. We start for 3 hours and I knew he was the one.
Wow.
Lakini nilikuwa nimetoka Katolo ni maombi. Kwa hivyo nilikuwa kiroho.
And he was into church kabisa kama wewe?
Yes, he was. Yeah. Yes, he was.
So you just connected?
Totally.
Two unique people?
Yeah. And when I met him, I was like, you look like someone I've seen before. He's like, no. I think it was spiritual. So I think I told my mom. Yeah. And then eventually he came home. And everybody liked him because he was very down to earth. Yeah.
You had introduced mom to some other boyfriends before?
Yeah.
Sawa.
Yeah. It didn't work.
They didn't work. Kwanza wa Buruburu?
Buruburu hakuna mtu niliona.
Na nilikuwa napitia hapo nje kwenye?
Kwanza ulikuwa mweusi. mtu mkonde. Lakini sikuwa sure kama umeokoka hiyo time.
Ulikuwa unaona tu nikipita hapo?
Mimi nilikuwa naongelesha watu tu wameokoka. Was in that time I was really
yeah. Now David comes into your life. He becomes your manager. How was that? Then what changed?
What changed is I had a manager now.
Yes.
So I was not the one to negotiate. I also learned he's a better negotiator than me. So I think that's what changed mainly. Yeah. And also I had someone to support me. I think you go further when you have people supporting you. Yeah. So he was fully, passionately supportive. Yeah. So that changed. It was hard, of course, at first. The first year we would fight quite a lot. Yeah. And along the way, we found our art of working together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's when you started winning this stuff?
Yes.
See, Groove 2000 then?
That's 15 and I think this is 17.
17.
And that's 208. That's the first ones. You see that was 208.
Yes.
Yeah.
Na hii moja ni Mdundo?
Mdundo.
Yeah. Awesome award.
Yeah.
A Groove was big. Kevin, we need to bring it back. Yeah. So this is your beautiful family. That's David.
Yes.
And you, the girl?
The girl is Ranis. This is them, I think, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That's my son Tevita. Yes.
Huyu ndio tumekuwa na yeye hapa.
Huyu ndio.
Tevita means
strong.
Strong in
Hebrew.
And Ranis means
singing queen.
Does she sing?
Yes.
Which is this song that made you win this last award?
I think it was Nikupendeze. Mienendo yangu na tabia zangu zikupendeze. Nifanane nawe Yesu, niwe jinsi upendavyo. Nifanane nawe Yesu, niwe jinsi upendavyo. Niguze, nifinyange, unibebe. Nione, nitengeneze, niwe kama wewe. Nikupendeze. Hapo tunaweza imba kwa makwaya. Nikupendeze.
That's one of the best songs you've ever done.
I really love that song.
Na ile watu ambao wanapenda sana ile walikuwa na hata they confuse it.
Siwezi jizuia.
Yeah. Tell me how you came up with that story.
Mr. V happened when Kaberere passed on.
Yeah.
I think that's when I was like, I'd sort of like given up on music. I was like, let me take a different direction.
There's a time you stopped singing.
I didn't stop, but then you see when something hasn't worked for more than 15 years.
Ni pesa ama ulikuwa unaitwa huduma, ulikuwa unaitwa wana.
I think unajua venye unakuanga lakini uko tu lakini hauko.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I know.
You're just there, so.
And people invite you to their churches, you sing.
So I'd get aka 5K or what because I'm not watu hawakujui. So that sort of thing. So I was there and
How
I was thinking.
How was that? It was so, must have been
let me
so
tell you, it's so discouraging.
Yeah.
We used to live actually with Eunice Jerry near, and we would go be like, you need a slow puncher. Yeah. So we had a lot of slow punchers.
Yes.
I think mine had slow puncher until now it was getting to flat. So Kabere is one who used to come to my house every now and then and go like, Masi, unahitaji uimbe, upatane na producer naitwa, that sort of thing, always encouraging me.
Yeah.
Because
But where's the money?
It's not even the money. You start to feel like wacha tu niimbe kanisani.
Yeah.
Kwa choir, worship team, that's enough. I'll be serving God.
Yeah.
So that's where I'd gotten. Because even I remember I went for counseling. Yeah. And she's like, are you sure God has called you to sing in public? I was like, that's a good question. Let me sing in church. So right then, when I'd given up, I would go in that direction is when I meet Kaberere. Then Kaberere, when he passed on, that's when his message now, rang in my head. So I went to exactly the people he was working with, Mr. V, like, niandikia wimbo. I was in a mat, I remember just chatting him, then he's like, okay, nitaandika. So he wrote, and then he's like, kwani hiyo wimbo ni mbaya? The Mwema song. So we recorded it. Eventually, I kept it, for a year. I was not in a hurry. Yeah. And then, so we were going to release another video, so we released Mwema as a by the way. Yeah. It was not the song that we were thinking, So I think God saw, huyu nisipomwe encourage. Yes. Huyu ataimbanga choir. He came, by the way, it's true. It's God himself.
It's God himself.
Yeah.
And then now, by that time, Skiza came through now.
Yes.
The Skiza.
Yes, Skiza.
When you say Mwema, I'm sure so many people even don't know which song is that.
Yeah.
Because
wanaisemanga siwezi jizuia.
Wanataka kwa DJ ile siwezi
jizuia. Wako mwana ukamtuma duniani kisa na maana nipate uzima, jamani. Wako mwana ukamtuma duniani, ishara kwamba unanipenda zaidi. Hivyo nishaelewa, sifa nitakupa zaidi, na siwezi jizuia kusema wako wema, na sio kama najigamba. Umenitenda mema, na siwezi jizuia kusema wako wema, na sio kama ninaringa. Umenitenda mema, umekuwa mwema kwangu. Yeah.
Do you know how people love that song?
I don't understand.
Yeah?
People stop me to tell me how I was going through this. Yeah. I'm like, wow. Because we don't understand. I think many things are beyond us.
Yeah.
And especially even how people meet you and they're like, oh, Churchill. Yeah. And so for me, I think it's the same thing, with some songs. Yeah. And people have experiences with songs. Yeah. Yeah.
I know you don't go to clubs. Have they told you what happens when that song is played kwa club?
I
especially saa 8. Guilty consciousness zikiingia vizuri. Walevi wanaokokaga.
Wanaokokanga.
Analewa na hezi achilia. Lakini siwezi kujizuia.
Yeah.
So have you been told?
I've been told, and there are people even who send me videos.
Yeah.
Like this.
Watu wakiimba kwa club. Yes.
And some crying. Nikupendeze.
Yes.
Nendo yangu.
How does that make you feel? Being able
feel,
to minister to.
Yeah, I wouldn't have imagined
like that.
Personally that even my music would go anywhere beyond church.
Yes.
And so I feel very humbled and honored when people tell me things like those, that my music, blessed them. Yeah. It just amazes me. Yeah.
So out of all your songs, which is the one song that you perform and you're like, this is it?
So there's one we did recently. It's the title of my newest album. It's called Zaidi. It's the latest. So 5 years from now, I could be feeling another one. Yeah. So, but that Zaidi song is really powerful for me. When I sing, I feel, goosebumps, electricity. Yeah. Because that's where I am. I think you grow and you're evolving. And so Zaidi is really that one of those songs that
you've released.
Yes, I have.
Zaidi.
Yes, it's a beautiful song. Yeah. I feel like crying when I sing this song.
Masi.
Zaidi ninakuheshimu, zaidi ninakusifu. Ona niangalia sasa.
We take a break?
Yes.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Aya, tulikuwa on.
Ari, ada kata kapu kampung katang karakating karatika ae, ada kata kapu.
Yeah, your wedding ring. You decided to stay with it.
Yeah, I decided to stay with it. As a man, I never shy off from challenges. Before even this story happened, I went into depression.
Sorry.
I was in depression for a very long time and it was really tough. I took everything the way ilikuwa inakam na nikasema I'll not run away, I'll not shy off, but I'll remain true to who I am. And here I am.
Hello, hello, how are you? Let me introduce you to Mivida Homes, a 2 minutes walk from Garden City Mall. Get yourself this beautiful state-of-the-art 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartment. Experience 1 acre of green space with jogging tracks, recreational area, swimming pools, both for adults and children, a rooftop club, and a gym. This is Nairobi's most exciting development so far. The show apartment is open weekdays Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mi Vida, the estate partners you can trust.
Unajua kuna crew member wangu hapa anajifanyaga wewe. Anacheza.
Sasa kabisa tuimbe. Tuimbe, we give you glory. We give you all the glory.
Goja and hi, by the way, welcome back to Churchill Show. My story with the golden voice herself, Masika, award winner.
Yeah.
Huyu anaitwa Deba. Hakuna kitu ajuagi, yeye ndio upeleka drone. Ebu.
We give you all the glory. We worship you, our Lord. You are worthy to be praised.
Oh, hallelujah. Umejaribu, by the way. Ukaendelea hivi, karibu sana Masi. Alikuwa anachezea kisi.
Alikuwa hapo tu mahali hapo.
Mahali hapo.
Hapo tu.
Usivunge hii. I like it. I used to play.
David.
This we do for fun.
David kuja ucheze.
Daudi yako wapi? Daudi. You can sing for him. Do you sing for him every morning ukiamka?
What?
Yeah, you sing for him.
What?
You have a song for Daudi?
No.
David anakuimbiaga? Hebu mkompozie kamoja. David,
Penzi nakupenda. I have to I'll do one.
You'll do one. Mercy here, your madam, aniambia wewe you completed completely.
Pande gani?
Everywhere. When you came to our life ndio akakuwa professional, pesa hata ajua alikuwa ajui kujimanage. Yeah. How was that?
I think kuna vile tu I can say like you've been trained to handle something.
Yeah.
So when I actually came into her life, what I was doing all ground to a halt.
Yeah.
So I was left with only one main focus, and her ministry was something that I really appreciated.
Yeah.
So we worked with what I am trained in entrepreneurship. I have done the street business, and yes, she is the one that meant the world for me. So I had to focus on everything she was doing, but I also like what she's doing. The work she worked, the what she's doing to the society is something I appreciate.
Yeah.
So I thought if there is any other language I would hear, is what God is saying is I have a job on my hands, and it was her.
Yeah.
Yes, and I thank God.
You're one very, very special gentleman.
Oh, they
You're
feel
very
like
lucky,
them.
Mercy. You stopped everything to work for Mercy.
Not
to
that
work
I
with Ma?
stopped.
Eh?
I wish I was the one to make that stop. I did not stop it.
What
It
happened?
actually stopped.
One day a prophet came and told us, you know, God
Yeah.
literally stopped your work so that, you know,
Yeah.
you can focus on mercies. So I was
Yes.
like, oh, God, you really love me. So I'm really grateful for that. And of course, we have all benefited. I think one of the biggest joys in marriage is to be able to work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David, how is that working with your wife every single day? Mko nashindaga na yeye, hata nikuona mnakuaga na yeye.
I think it has become now like my kawaida day.
Yeah.
I like it now that everything that she's doing now I have to actually focus. It means everything to me.
Yeah.
It's our work, it's our life, it's our marriage, it's her name, and it's fun. I love the we don't agree on all things. Yeah, but the best thing is we don't fake it. We don't try to please each other. We talk. We see the sense in everything.
But you won't find us fighting backstage. You know, somehow I don't know how we've managed to be able to know now. This is work. This is ministry.
Yeah. How many years now?
13
13 years.
yeah.
And you feel like you've just started?
Yeah, it's especially now, like after Corona, I think everything hit differently.
Yeah.
Everything
because
hit.
now you realize what you are planning, actually, like you have to restart again.
Yeah.
So yes, we feel like we are starting again.
Masi alikuwa anichekesha, aliniambia you are the one. Hizi homework watoto wanapewa siku hizi za the new curriculum. You are the one.
He has the patience.
He has the patience.
Yes.
When unasaidia watu hii kabisa.
Inabidi,
Yeah,
inabidi.
that's
I
awesome.
love being with children.
Yeah.
I think one of the things I didn't have when I was growing up was to have a parent with me.
Yeah.
So now that I have the opportunity, I feel like it's my obligation to be there to work with them. I have to find a way how to even trust you. Me, there are things I don't know that they are learning now.
Yeah.
So I have to find a way and help them through.
Yeah.
I also build their confidence because I have seen it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. You help with the homework.
Mm.
Yeah. So when you told your parents you were bringing a beautiful girl from Ukambani,
Yeah, mom was very glad that I got someone who actually loved God.
Yeah.
Her prayer was always, you know you're called by God. Yeah, where? I did not understand it, but mom was very happy. Unfortunately, by the time she was coming in, dad had already arrested. It was a bit strange. Let me say this one.
Usiseme mavitu.
lazima aseme mavitu.
No, like when we were coming to visit her, when now like the first time we are coming to, what do you call it, the introduction, we had a miscommunication with my brothers and the people who were supposed to bring mom.
Yeah.
So we ended up having mom with just 2 women coming to meet a whole community of her family.
Na walikuwa wanatoka wapi mama?
Maragua, coming from Maragua. And, at that time we came to see the family at Lenana.
Yes.
Her mother was working there at that time. Yeah, it was a bit awkward having
Your
three women and a whole community waiting for you. So
My family is on. We have 100 people minimum.
I know. I know. You said your dad loves visitors.
Yes.
He loves crowds.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm happily married. I thank God.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Daudi. Na hajai kuvuruta uanze kuimba?
Apparently, I am banned from singing.
I told God, I don't want a husband who sings.
There's a lot that's happening, especially with this COVID, in terms of relationships, marriages. Most of them are going through a difficult time. So one advice to...
I think what I've seen, we receive a lot of information, especially for people who need help, both in marriage and the one getting married and the one who just like separated. And what I'm constantly seeing now, me as a leader in a family, is the lack of just honest communication. Because the issues that will come in are not easy. Money will always be an issue, whether you have or you don't have. So
Whether you have or you don't have.
It's always an issue.
Yeah.
And I feel like marriages need to get back to why they came together. The first, as in the husband and the wife, why they came together. Leave the children out. They are important and they are part of it, but they really don't contribute much to the things that happen.
Yeah.
So the wife and the husband should agree on why they came together and what they need to do to get this done. The marriage is beautiful. And as I'm learning with Mercy, even the growth happened because we are together or we are communicating or we agree on the goals we are supposed to be setting. But if we don't, I'll tell you something. For me and Mercy, if we don't agree on a goal, I want my way, she wants her way. We'll stay some time without having to agree.
Yeah.
Then later on, you just have to find, okay, so if I don't give up, she's not giving up. If I give up, she must give up. So we end up not doing any either her way or my way, so that we can at least move on.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that can happen, especially with her.
Yeah.
And I also want to say, let the fights be real. Yeah, let them be not so fake. Don't please your wife or your husband. Talk how it feels. Bring it out so that it can end.
Yeah.
Lakini musitane ng'ombe. Saitani. Just be real. Yeah.
Okay.
Asante sana, David. So appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah. But what's the one thing you want to tell David before he goes? David, Daudi kuja uambiwe kitu ajai kuambia.
Let me tell
Kabla
you.
tuimbie kawimbo.
Those things for ati mashi ati picha watu wamepigana, mimi nasikianga heart attack.
Sisi nataka kuambiwa.
Si umwambie ka kitu hujawahi mwambia sikia.
Anyway, I think one of the things I really thank God is to have a husband who loves family genuinely. And you have been a model, not just to many other people and many young people, of what a real servant of God is, a servant leader is. And I really thank God for you, and we love you much. Hivyo ndio nilikuwa nataka.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you very much. Do you have a favorite song? Ana song yake anapendaga ile unaimba?
I love all of them.
You love all of them. Hivyo ndio unajitoanga kwa shida.
Anajua kujitoa.
Anajua kujitoa.
Ati uko smart, uko smart. Alafu baadaye anakuja kukuambia,
hiyo. Yeah. So what are we working on before you sing for us a song? Aki interview wish tungeendelea tu story yako mpaka kesho.
So mentorship.
We're
doing lots of mentorship together with David for couples. We started to do one called Couples and Money, because money is really something for many couples. He said whether there's money or
there's money
or not, money is still an issue. So we do that every weekly with couples. It's something by Pastor M actually. And we also do mentorship for artists and musicians. We really feel like even as I get older, I want to see many people that I've brought up and who've walked through me. And so that's something, I'm excited about. I want to do a worship project. I've always wanted to do a worship project. And I need people like you, to come for the show. So that we make praise and worship glorious in Kenya.
That's awesome.
I think we're not heard around the world because we sing more Kenyan songs of niliokoka, nilikuwa nimesota, sasa
tulianza na roho.
So mimi nataka kumalizia na roho kabisa. So
finish strong.
Yes. And so that's my desire among many other things. And businesses and other businesses. Within the creative space.
Asante. Na utaka kujoin mzae uko farming.
Tuko pamoja.
Mko pamoja.
My husband he didn't tell you, he's a passionate farmer. And so we're growing and developing in that area.
If someone wants to get you, social media pages, Facebook unajita?
Masika Muguro, Masika. Everything.
Instagram, Twitter, everyone.
Yes, Masika.
Awesome. Thank God.
And thanks so much for having me on your show.
Karibu sana. So you have so many songs. So which one? Sasa tumalize na gani?
This song is for anybody with stress in their life. And you don't know what to do. You know that scripture that says, it's a song. What a privilege it is to carry everything to God in prayer. And it says, uko salama kwake peke yake, mikononi mwake, usinyamaze muite. Uko salama kwake peke yake, mikononi mwake, usinyamaze muite. The chorus goes, muite, muite, muite Yesu, sinyamaze muite. Stress zako muite. muite, muite, usinyamaze, muite.
Liko hapo ikupa ile ya shule. Sasa wacha nikuitishe kama DJ.
Okay.
Nataka unichezee ile ya shule, ile wanakiwa kwa darasa.
Baba nichukue, acha nibadilishe ki. Baba nichukue, nifunze, nataka kusoma, kuja upige.
Nipige.
Niliona venye wewe ni
Uliona unasikia tu mpaka iko na gia.
Sasa nikae karibu na moto.
Unataka key gani?
Key F.
Enda.
Shule yako. Baba nichukue, nifunze, nataka kusoma.
Enda.
Kwa shule yako, kwa shule yako, nichukue, nifunze.
Enda tu. Wacha endelea kuimba nitaingilia hapo.
Okay. Baba nichukue, nifunze, nataka kusoma. Kwa shule yako, kwa shule yako, nichukue, nifunze, nataka kusoma. Kwa shule yako,
kwa shule yako, nichukue,
nifunze,
nataka kusoma. Kwa shule yako, kwa shule yako.
You got it.
I'm good.
Yeah. Hizo ndio za Tom and Jerry.
Hizo ndio hivi ndio inatengeneza kwa.
Alafu wanafanya drawing.
Hizo keyboards ni ngumu, hata unapaswa pata injury hapa. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chai iko tayari? Ile baridi iko huko. Haya, tumalize. That's it. And thanks so much for watching Masika's show.